Have you ever felt like there's a part of you hiding? Not the part you show the world, but something quieter, deeper, watching, waiting in the background. That part is called your shadow self. What is the shadow self? The idea of the shadow self comes from a psychologist named Carl Jung. He believed that inside every person, there are pieces of ourselves we don't fully accept. These pieces don't disappear, they don't go away. Instead, they move into the shadows. Your shadow self can hold things like anger you were told not to feel, sadness you tried to hide, jealousy, fear, shame, and sometimes even parts of you that are powerful, but you were afraid to show. When you were younger, you learned what was good and what was bad. Maybe you were told, don't be too loud, don't be selfish, don't get angry. So, what did you do? You hid those parts away to be accepted, to be loved. And slowly, those hidden parts became your shadow. Even though it hides, your shadow self is still alive. It can show up when you overreact to something small, you feel triggered and don't know why. You judge others for things you secretly feel too. Sometimes, what we dislike most in others is actually a reflection of something inside ourselves. To be accepted, to be loved, and slowly, those hidden parts became your shadow. But this is not something to fear. Your shadow self is not bad. It is simply unseen, ignored, unheard, and often misunderstood. Inside your shadow, there can also be creativity you never expressed, confidence you held back, truth you were afraid to speak. Your shadow is not just darkness, it is also hidden light. Shadow work is the process of gently turning toward those hidden parts, not with judgment, but with curiosity. You might ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Really? Why did that affect me so deeply? What part of me is asking to be seen? You don't need to fix it. You don't need to fight it. You only need to notice it. When you begin to understand your shadow self, something changes. You become more patient, more aware, more complete, because you are no longer running from parts of yourself. You are learning to accept them. We all have a shadow, but the shadow only exists because there is light. And when you are brave enough to look into your own darkness, you may just find the missing pieces of who you truly are. Tonight, just notice what quietly asks to be seen. This video is for gentle self-reflection only. If difficult emotions come up, please speak to someone you trust or a qualified professional. Close your eyes, soften your thoughts, and step quietly into the hidden rooms of your mind. In the next episode, we will gently begin to meet your shadow, not by forcing it into the light, but by listening to the quiet moments inside you. We'll explore simple, safe ways to notice your triggers, your reactions, and the emotions that seem to appear without warning. You'll learn how to ask the right questions and how to sit with your thoughts without fear or judgment, because your shadow doesn't need to be chased, only understood. And when you're ready, we'll take that first step together.